It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Monday, October 23rd. And it is warm out there early this morning. We have temperatures in the mid 50s in most places, and it's going to be, dare I say it, a hot day in the Ozarks. High temps climbing into the 80s for some of you. But today is probably the last, really nice one that you're going to want to get outside for a stretch. Above average today. It will be breezy. We have a south wind back in the forecast and a whole lot of changes ahead in the forecast this week. We got a lot to get through on this Monday in the forecast because this week, if you have outdoor plans, it might be kind of dicey. Lots of rain chances are showing up in this 7-day forecast, but not today. So take advantage of today. It will be breezy, but sunny. I have temperatures today that will get close to 80. That's going to be our afternoon high on this Monday. So well above average. And we are talking about numbers that are going to remain pretty comfortable for a couple of days, but we toss in some rain chances into the forecast. And I'll just say it now. Find your umbrella and just have it close by this week. It's a good week to just keep it in the car, one in the car, one at work. You don't want to get caught. All right. The headlines include that today, it's the pick day to get outside, get some things done. Don't discount the breeze, though, because I think that will be a factor for us today, tomorrow, and especially on Wednesday. We've got these really strong south winds keeping the warmer pattern going. Talking winds gusting to 20, 25 miles an hour today. I think similar wind gusts tomorrow. And then by Wednesday, we could see wind gusts over 30 miles an hour. So it really will be very breezy in the Ozarks this week. Today, we've got a whole lot of sunshine. And then Tuesday, the cloud cover starts to build in. Today, you'll need the sunglasses, and I expect that today is kind of the only one where we're not dodging rain chances. Not every single day in this forecast is a washout, but I think there will be some rain around each day this week, starting Tuesday, lasting all the way through the weekend. It looks a bit unsettled in the Ozarks. Activity's picking up. We're starting to see more of a fall pattern in the overall kind of upper levels of the atmosphere where I monitor the jet stream and a lot of where the moisture comes from. We've got moisture surging back into the Ozarks. We see that south wind. It's drawing in some moisture. It's increasing the dew point, and it's increasing the wind gradient too ahead of our next frontal boundary that will get here late in the week. Today, what we're talking about is sunshine across the region and those strong south winds. Rain chances, they begin on Tuesday. Not everyone sees the rain on Tuesday. I think the best chance will be west of Highway 65. And then rain chances kind of on and off. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday, even into the weekend. I have a few rain chances in the forecast. What I want to alert you to kind of early is that because there are so many chances for rain in the forecast, and occasionally there could be a few thunderstorms with this, there will be places that end up getting maybe too much water too quickly. We'll have to watch that excessive rainfall because we are outlooked from the Weather Prediction Center one of those days for seeing excessive rainfall. That's mainly going to be the western Ozarks, and much of Kansas and Oklahoma are also included in that outlook. Rain chances, though, are looking pretty good for us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and temperatures through that time period are really not bad. We keep the south wind. I expect that because it's this unsettled pattern and a stationary front, we're not going to see a big dip in temperatures. They'll remain rather mild with highs in the 70s, lows each night falling back into the 50s and 60s with a lot of cloud cover. So temperature-wise, things are looking good this week, but we'll be dodging rain chances beginning tomorrow, lasting all the way through the weekend forecast. Excessive rainfall, though, is possible, and I told you about that. I really think that probably Tuesday through Friday, most of the Ozarks are talking about close to an inch of accumulation. Now, I want to say there will be pockets in here that have some higher rainfall totals, especially it's looking like those western counties. So, if you're in a place that's prone to flooding, just keep an eye on that, especially as we get closer to the end of the week. Chances of seeing more than 2 inches of rain look a little bit lower, but the probability is a bit higher in some of our western counties. So it's something to keep an eye on. And then if we add more rain chances over the weekend, then we could be talking about a little bit too much water too quickly. Where I really think we'll see the most rainfall is going to be back in central Oklahoma. There are still some drought conditions there, so they want the water, but I think it's going to be one of those situations where we're talking about a bit too much, too fast. We asked for it, but we didn't ask for it like this. High temperature today, 80 degrees and dry. Enjoy your Monday. It's a beautiful way to start the week. The rest of the week looks kind of soggy. I think cloud cover is locked in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Partial sunshine and still holding on to the rain chances by the weekend with highs back into the 60s by Friday and Saturday. Still temps not bad. I'm going to give you a very early hint here, too. I've been looking at this forecast through the end of the month, and it looks warm here for the next 5 days or so. By the weekend and early next week, the bottom may drop out just in time for Halloween. So, early warning. I'm watching it, but it looks kind of cold to me as we get closer to the 7 day, 8 day time frame. Ooh, we could be dealing with some really cold temperatures and maybe a hard freeze area wide by the time we get to about Halloween. So if you're thinking about the costumes already, maybe think about how you can alter them. You don't want to put a coat over it and cover it up, but can you add layers underneath? Can you choose a warmer costume if you're on the fence? Uh, right now, I would err on the side of choose the cozy costume. All right. The other headlines around the country include that an upper level trough is actually going to drive more active weather in the country in the coming days, too. Not for us here in the Ozarks. We're getting the effects of this with the rainfall. However, they're talking snowfall up in the Northwest and portions of the Northern Rockies today. Snow chances in the forecast, not widespread, not too unusual for this time of year, but maybe the first, real winter blast that we're talking about a week from now, which is the cold that I'm talking about for the Ozarks by next week. A big blast of cold possible in the forecast next weekend, so stay tuned. I'll definitely be updating you on that as the week wears on. All right, it is time. What everyone's been waiting for, the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question. I will start the question that I left you with on Friday. This one, kind of a spooky question. Crossing paths with a black cat is considered bad luck. But where does that superstition originally come from? And the options that I gave you were ancient Rome, medieval Europe, ancient China, or medieval Africa. Those of you that entered your guess over on aroundtheozarks.com and you got a right answer, well, you're entered to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. And that would be if you answered B, medieval Europe. That is where the black cat superstition originated. The life of a cat in the Middle Ages was a whole lot different than the life of a dog, primarily to its association with witchcraft, darkness, and the devil. They were very superstitious, those Europeans. So these poor black cats got branded as these, dark creatures with witchcraft. And that's where it originally came from. But other cultures celebrate cats, and especially black cats, such as ancient Egypt. They thought of their black cats to be a resemblance of a goddess. So I guess it was better to be in Egypt if you were a cat opposed to Europe because those poor cats just got a little bit of a bad rap there. I always like black cats. I think they're so cute. They always have the best eyes. All right, here's your wake up weather brain twister question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. This one, do you know it? What color is pure water? Do you think it is A, blue, B, clear, or C, green? Take a stab at it. You can win $20 to Scooters. And who doesn't want that? We all need to start Monday with a cup of coffee. So head to the website and enter there. Thanks so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather on this Monday morning. I am so happy you are here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. You can do that wherever you're listening to this podcast now. You can also download the app aroundtheozarks.com. Find us on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks so much. And we will talk again early tomorrow morning. We'll chat rain chances, timing, totals again, and I'll have an update on that cold blast that might be here for Halloween.